Welcome to the channel. This is TJK Creative. I am Tyler. This is the review for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. This will be a spoiler review, so if you clicked on this by accident, because it's going to be in the title, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, come back in the comments when you see the movie. Now, this movie starts off with Janet. You see her in the quantum realm. She's living life, surviving day to day. She sees what looks like, what we would see in our world from the sky, like asteroids falling. She can tell it's a ship, so she goes and finds the ship. Creatures start attacking her, some like alien looking like creatures. And she loses her weapon. She's about to get mauled. And then, bam, she gets saved. Camera pans over. It's Kang. And he says, what is this place? He has a very stoic, Shakespearean kind of way that he talks. Not like Loki and Thor, but, just the way he talks. It's very calculated and slow and just trying to make you feel, try to make you feel like you can trust him, I guess, And then it cuts to Ant-Man, happy-go-lucky. He just made a book, He's popular around the streets. Everybody recognizes him. Some people call him Spider-Man, like seen in the trailers. And, he's enjoying life. He's like, what could go wrong, man? We saved the world. And now we're living in this good world. I'm having a good time. And he gets a phone call. His daughter is in jail. He goes to pick up his daughter. Basically, you're just trying to get to the meat and potatoes. That's why I'm just, like, running through the beginning of the movie. He goes to get his daughter out of jail. They have a conversation in the car. They go back to the house. They're eating dinner with the whole family. Janet, Hank, everybody, Hope. They're having dinner. And, they're starting to talk. And it comes up that Cassie's been building this machine that can send signals into the quantum realm. And they go down in the basement or wherever, the lab. And they fire the machine up. You see it in the trailer. They get sucked in. Now they're in the quantum realm. And Janet hasn't been telling the truth. All this time, Janet has been keeping a little secret called Kang to herself. And it is a juicy secret indeed. Because he is a conqueror. And if he escapes, he shall conquer the multiverse. And get revenge on those who casted him out. That's the plot of the movie. Kang wants to get out, get revenge, fuck shit up. Who knows, bro? Maybe he'll consume everything. We don't know how deep the rabbit hole that he's going to jump into will get. But we know one thing, and one thing for sure. He wants to get out and get revenge on all the Kangs. There's a lot of Kangs. Kang. Kang. God dang Kang. But yeah, we get sucked into the quantum realm. There's two groups at first. We got Cassie, Scott, Hope, Janet, and Hank. Cassie and Scott are on their own. The other three are on their own. Cassie and Scott, you're walking through talking about, this is just like camping, I got to keep you safe. Hope and Janet and Hank and them, they're trying to find Scott and Cassie. And yada, yada, yada. Movie does what movie does. They get, both sides kind of get captured, which, all roads lead back to Kang. All roads lead back to Kang. And Kang has conquered the quantum realm by this point. He's conquered it. He's been stuck in there, so he's made it his home. He's taken over. He's destroyed cities. This is a universe under ours. Everything you've heard in the trailers, it's quantum realm is opened up. It's a new world. We didn't know everything that we thought we knew. Now we know more. And let's just talk about Kang. Kang is he's OP in this movie. He is, but he isn't, because he isn't at the end of the day, but he is. When we see that Hope helped him, not Hope, but Janet helped him get the multiversal engine core up and running in her flashback scene, we see that Kang gets his suit. I guess a lot of his power comes from his suit. He's a pretty mighty fighter without it. I'll give him that. He's throwing hands with some immense strength without the suit. Impressive, but futile. Kang is OP, bro. And we see in the flashback, Janet helped him. She feels bad. She gave him the suit is OP, but she almost let him escape. Basically, she touches the engine core, which is connected to his brain, and she sees all these memories and the things that he's gonna do, and she basically she enlarges the engine core so he can't use it. He's stuck. Cut back to present day. Man, this movie, bro. Kang basically is using Scott and his daughter against Scott for him to go retrieve that core because he has Pym particles that can make it small again. So he's doing another thief mission. I need you to go steal something from me, and I heard you're the guy. How did he hear that Scott is the guy? MODOK. MODOK is Darren. Darren Cross. MODOK, he looks derpy as fuck. But I mean, that's what MODOK looks like. So I'm not gonna knock the way he looks. That's what he looks like. So freak it. But he damn show look derpy. He got little baby legs, little baby arms. His face is all scrunched. I feel like you can make his face look normal. It didn't have to look whatever, bro. It's MODOK. And just the dialogue with MODOK is the jokes just. So I mean, I get a little chuckle here and there, but then it's sometimes when I laugh, I'm like, why did I laugh? That joke was stupid. But why did I laugh? I don't know. Some of the jokes was whatever, but we'll get to MODOK later. But MODOK's there, and he's the one that tells Kang that Scott's the guy. You can get what you need. He's a master thief, and yeah, he uses Cassie against Scott. And as Scott's going to get the core, Janet's also going for the core. And once he does get the core, there's a cool scene. There was a cool scene with when you get inside the core, there's this storm of possibilities which creates multiple Ant-Mans. Every possible, it was weird. Just every possible thought he had created another version of himself, and they all work together to help him get to the engine. It was a cool scene though. A lot of CGI. This movie has a lot of CGI. Pure CG, pure green screen. You're in the real world for about 5 minutes total in this movie. In the beginning and in the end, there's not much real world in this movie. It's all in the quantum realm. It's all green screen, all CGI. This movie tries to be like Star Wars, Star Trek. Basically Star Wars, Star Trek. There's cantina-esque places. There's it feels like you know how Star Wars, you feel like you're going to different planets. It feels like that here, even though it's just in the quantum realm. It feels like you're going to different planets and all these different species and life in the quantum realm. You drink this ooze so you can hear. Star-Lord made a little sense. He had this technology thing, but apparently in the quantum realm, there's this goopy life form that if you drink his ooze, you can understand all language. It's just played for jokes, laughs, and it's just stupid. And then the goopy creature's talking about how many holes do you have, and then he gets sad because he's like, I don't have any holes. And there's a lot of the joke with him in the holes comes up at least two to three more times in the movie, and I'm like, oh my god. But yes, he gets the engine. Kang pulls up on them. He's like, I could take it from you, or you can give it to me, and then he just takes it from him anyways. Kang has, with this suit, he just has power. Like, he can telepath. Like, he can lift you up, make you freeze in place. He has these beams that come out of his hands. Beams that go as far as as far as you can shoot them. I don't know. It was infinite. And he just waves his hands across his way, and whoever's in front of him, they all turn into ash. Just remember that they turn into ash, just beams, just like pow. You could just mow down hundreds of people in one swipe of a hand if you wanted. That's how powerful Kang was in this movie. He can create portals with this suit. Portals within the quantum realm. I guess he can't create a portal outside the quantum, like to the Earth or the universe. I don't know. But he could create portals in there. Sure. And yeah, he takes the orb, goes back to his fortress. They're getting ready. Big war breaks out. Kang's scrambling, trying to get everything ready to go. He wants to not only take himself out of the quantum realm, but he wants to take everything he's built in the quantum realm, all of his soldiers, his armies, all his technology that he has here. He wants everything to come with him. So he has all these rings and stuff going around, builds this dome, and he's getting ready. And Ant-Man and all the life forms in the quantum realm, in this area at least, they're all coming together as rebellion because Kang has been a tyrant over them, a conqueror, and they're all coming back to fight against him and take back their home. And Ant-Man and them are trying to, also go back to their home and stop him from leaving so he doesn't conquer the multiverse and whatever. And there's a small little war. There's all this CGI battle going on. All Kang's army versus the rebellion versus Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then here comes Hank with his ant army. Apparently there's earlier in the movie when they fall into the quantum realm, Hank's ants, about 10 ants, just 10, just not a lot of them that they visually showed us fell into the quantum realm. We saw at least like 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 of them fall in there. And all of a sudden, there's just hundreds, maybe thousands of ants all of a sudden in the quantum realm from Hank. Thousands of them. And he said that there was time dilation. They've been here for thousands of years. And these ants are so smart. They've created technology and civilizations. Just these regular ants from Earth. They're creating all this technology and massive buildings, and it was crazy. It's insane. and Ant-Man is he's trying to stop Kang from leaving, so he's breaking all the barriers that Kang has set up, and Kang is starting to get pissed, and Kang comes out of his fortress, and he's starting to fight the rebellion. He's using those beams and just mowing them down with swipes of his hands. They're all turning to ash. It's with ease. Nothing, all the powers are at his fingertips. Nobody can stop him. Nobody can touch him. He can create force fields. He has everything, bro. Freaking, he's Thanos level, god tier, all that shit. But when you send ants after Kang better be wary of these ants. These ants are running towards Kang. Kang doesn't decide to wave his hand around with these lasers and just turn all these ants into dust. No, he does not. He just decides to just get in almost a fetal position and put up a force field. The force fields always break down, bro. That's just what happens. Force fields always end up breaking when they just get overwhelmed. And you got thousands of ants on top of Kang. Kang gets dragged by these ants, and I was wrecked. I was like, bro, I just saw you do the most insane OP level power I've seen in a while in the MCU. Almost ever, bro. Thanos didn't really do that much with the gauntlet. This was just seeing him use those energy beams and just mowing down hundreds of people with the swipe of his hand, but he couldn't do that to ants. I couldn't tell you why. It's impossible. It is literally impossible. And while that's happening, MODOK is chasing down Cassie. Cassie gets the upper hand on MODOK, which is Darren Cross, and she just she says to him, like, why are you like this, Darren? And he says, what else? There's nothing else I can be. And she's like, well, you don't have to be a dick. And then he's like, well, what should I be? And she's just like, not a dick. And then now MODOK's good just because of that interaction. Just that. He's good now. He's a hero now. And MODOK also helps try to fight Kang. MODOK gets a death blow to himself from Kang. As MODOK is dying, he's giving a speech like, at least I died as an Avenger. And Ant-Man is like, sure, why not? You're in. So MODOK is an Avenger. MODOK died as an Avenger. MODOK is an Avenger. So, this movie though, it just has really, really cringe dialogue at times. Just stupid. I mean, I get they're trying to be different in the quantum realm, but like, just because I get you're in the quantum realm, but why just to fly a ship, they gotta make a weird joke of these goopy arms come through. You know, like put it all the way in, like you're stuffing a turkey. It's just dumb jokes, just dumb dialogue. The script is weird, especially when it comes to Kang and the Council of Kangs and the post-credit scenes. I'm just getting lost now, like, because in Loki, the time variant, was it He Who Remains? I'm just getting lost with all this time stuff and multiverse and where things begin, how long people have been around now. Because there was no multiverse, there was just the one timeline, which means all these other Kangs didn't exist. But that means they also always existed. There's just a weird thing when it comes to this MCU multiverse thing, because they're saying there was a point when there was only one multiverse, but at the end of time, when they killed that Kang, He Who Remains, it gave life to other timelines and created the multiverse open back up. Which means when there's a universe and a timeline, that means there's a past, which means they were always there because it was the past and we're in the present. And it's just weird. That means there was always a multiverse, even though there wasn't, but there always was, because that's how time works. And it's the end of time, the beginning of time, and you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's ridiculous. They just haven't made it simple. And when you're doing something like this, I'm not saying you got to make it simple, but you got to at least. We're watching movies, but we're trying to enjoy our, making this complicated out here. All in all, bro, I don't know how this is 18 minutes. Just been talking about the movie. But those ants fucked Kang up. They ate his suit. I don't know if they ate his suit. They broke his suit. They took it off. So now Kang is like suitless. He's like half a suit. I don't know. It's broken down. There's no more magical, crazy OP powers. It's just pure strength from Kang. Kang and Ant-Man are fighting. Janet, Hope, and Hank escaped the quantum realm. The portal's still open. Kang can escape if Ant-Man, gets knocked out or something. They're having this fight. He keeps trying to run for the portal. Ant-Man is stopping him. You can't beat me. You think you can win? I don't have to win. We just both have to lose. And then he does what Janet did in her flashback. He tries to enlarge but also he uses the big discs and the small discs, and he collapses it all in. And as the portal's about to close, Hope comes out, saves Ant-Man. They kick Kang into the engine that's about to get sucked into itself. Kang gets sucked into it, dies. Then Ant-Man, Scott, and Hope go back to Earth, and it's like the beginning of the movie. The same song comes back on. He's walking down the same streets. He's talking to the same people, getting coffee again. And in the back of his mind, all these happy thoughts are going through, and then slowly the music creeps down, and he's telling himself, like, did Kang really die? Did I really get him? I don't know. He kind of just disappeared. He's like, I don't know if he really died. And he did say something worse was gonna come if he didn't get out. He said, "So did I just kill everybody?" And he says, like, whatever, don't think about it. He said, "Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too much. Don't ask all these questions. Don't ask all these questions. Don't think about it. Let's just be happy and keep it pushing." That's what the movie's telling me. That's what the movie said it's to itself. That's what they're pushing. This movie felt like a big joke though. Kang was Jonathan Majors was good though. He's fire in this role. He did a really, different take on the Kang though from we saw He Who Remains. Then at the post credit scenes we see Council of Kangs. There's lots of them, hundreds. There should be infinite amount of Kangs, to be honest, because the multiverse infinite. So there should be an infinite amount of him, but I guess there can only be so many Kangs, I guess, in the multiverse that reach the level of him that can even traverse the multiverse, I guess. So I'm sure there's a limit on how many Kangs there is, but there was hundreds and hundreds, so it was lots of them. Freaking, there's a Scroll Kang, like an Ice Kang, a Lizard Kang in there. A bunch of Kangs that looked exactly like this Kang in the movie. So I thought this Kang was going to be special in some way. I thought this Kang was going to be the one that we stick with. I thought this Kang was going to be the one in the Avengers movies. I don't even know what's going to be in the Avengers movie now. The Kang Dynasty, I don't even know what the freak that's going to be. I thought it was going to be him, but it's not. He's dead. He's gone. Confirmed. The Council of Kangs confirmed that he's dead. They're pissed that our MCU characters was capable of killing him. They're pissed about it. I don't know why they exiled him. So they should have been glad he was dead, but they're not. They're not glad that they killed him. Now because they're mad that they can touch the multiverse, even though they can't, because only America Chavez, as we know it, is the only person that can traverse the multiverse besides the Kangs. So it's not like they should feel threatened. I don't know, bro. The MCU's been weird, bro, recently. There was a Loki clip at the end also. We had a nice Loki clip. It was nice seeing Loki and Owen Wilson back. Mobius. They went to see a Kang. Mobius was saying, "This is the guy you made him seem so big and bad." It was like a Kang, the mustache, and he was giving some speech on a stage. I don't know what it was, but yeah, that's the movie. I don't know, bro. Just understand that ants took down Kang, not a person, not Ant-Man, not Janet, not Hope, not Hank. Regular ants took, like ants, like the bugs. Regular ants took down Kang and weakened him more than anyone else did in this entire movie. Nobody else could touch him except the ants. And they want this to be an Avengers level threat, and all you really need is ants. That's all you need. That's all you need, bro. Is ants. But the movie was still entertaining. It was still entertaining at the end of the day. I didn't take it serious, but it was still entertaining. I always like seeing that Marvel intro at the beginning, and then I like seeing Miss Marvel in that intro now. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I hope the X-Men come through one of these days. I hope the Fantastic Four hits. I hope Blade hits. There's still potential. There's still stuff for me. This was, I mean, it's a comic book movie. I could still say it was for me, but just not to be taken serious. Yeah, that's about it. I give this movie C+. I don't know. It was entertaining. There's some cool action scenes. There were good visuals at times. There was a couple of good jokes. I liked some of the weapons some characters had. There's enough things there to bring me to a C+, generally. If I wasn't trying to critique it, and if I was just an average moviegoer, I'd probably give it a B+. If I was just an average Joe. And you can say I'm an average Joe. I don't care. I'm not putting myself on a high pedestal here. I'm just saying, you know, just if I was just out here just watching movies, not giving a shit, you know, poop, fart, go to the movies, come back home, it would be a B plus. But for me personally, in my life, and the way I'm looking at these movies, I just give it a C plus. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments down below. I'm just a guy with a camera and a mic, and I'm out.